more about it after. Ladies and gentlemen, the Magic Lantern.
So what we will be doing this evening is an improvised and illustrated story for you. Anna will be doing the illustrations, and she is right at this very moment having some of you, the audience, participate in that first inspiration for us. And she will be illustrating as we go along, and Jamie and I, and Jess, this is Jamie, that's Anna, will be improvising a story for you. This is a never been told before story that you are about to see for the very first time. Slide one. Done. We'll wait for her. My father, everyone. My father.
So all we need from you to start this story is an emotion. So someone shout out some emotion. So
Sad.
Excited.
Anxiety.
Curiosity.
I like
Curiosity.
Thank you.
Curiosity is not an emotion.
Miriam was the happiest jellyfish in the ocean. Miriam was the happiest jellyfish in the ocean, for she knew all the best places to swim, the best coral reefs to visit, and she had a best friend, Tucker. Tucker was actually a giant school of krill. Miriam and Tucker would float through the depths of the ocean. They would dart to the top and jump out. They would escape the whale's teeth. And together, they explored almost every inch of the ocean together. One day, as they were riding the currents under the ocean, floating past Fiji, Miriam noticed something out of the ordinary.
What's that rising out of the current? Could it be? It is! It's a whale!
A whale bigger than they had ever seen before. A whale faster than they had ever seen before. And Miriam started swimming as fast as she could towards the surface as the whale rose up. And Tucker tried to keep up.
Miriam, no, what?
Tucker was too slow. And slowly, the whale's mouth opened and closed around Tucker.
Oh, no! No, Tucker, no! No, Tucker!
In the whale's belly. Tucker cried out to his friend. Miriam cried a single tear. As she swam to the surface and escaped the whale. She then flew behind the whale. Flew meaning swam. And latched onto the whale's tail. Deciding that she would follow the whale and perhaps she would devise a plan to save Tucker.
I could go into his gills. Miriam, you can't go in. What if whales have gills? The blowhole, perhaps. I could squish right into his blowhole. I could
Miriam spoke to herself, and she didn't realize that the whale was going to speak, that the ocean around her seemed to be getting more turbulent. And as the whale dove to the depths and then began to rise to the surface rapidly, she realized that she was about to leave the water in a giant leap with the whale for the first time.
No!
The whale, gaining speed, broke through the surface of the water and up into the ocean through the waves, for there was a giant storm happening above. The whale flew, not swam. For one moment, Miriam was in the air. And for that one moment, she had one thought only, and that thought was... For at times like these, we often do not think in words. The whale arched its back and dove back into the water, and Miriam barely held on as he crashed through the water again. And she could hear Tucker inside the whale. And she knew that Tucker was having just as good a time as she was. Miriam wanted to know what that felt like from the inside of the whale. So, with her jellyfish tentacle, she began climbing up the whale's back, sneakily as she could. She crawled over the fin, she crawled over the eyes, and she crawled over the flask that was stuck to the whale's back. When you're a fish in the ocean, many things get stuck to you. And this flask had been barnacled to the whale. Miriam was never one to say no to a drink. So with her tentacles, she opened the flask. And she was overjoyed to find that within the flask was
Cranberry juice!
She gulped it greedily down, becoming red in the process. And then carried on to the mouth of the whale. It was then that the whale realized her presence.
Hey!
The whale, named Mortimer, was actually quite excited that Miriam was there.
No one's ever latched on to me like this before. You want to hang around for a little bit, or what?
He tempted Miriam, saying that he knew of amazing things they could go look at, like a human.
You ever seen one of those before? Bet you haven't. I see them all the time. No big deal or anything.
Yeah. Mortimer was showing off because Mortimer didn't get to talk to many people. He was so big, most people were afraid of him, most creatures of the sea. And Miriam was curious.
Maybe we could see just a little bit of human.
So Mortimer swam to calmer seas. And he swam into a port with a city behind it and boats. They floated for a while, and Miriam saw things she never dreamed she would see as she was exploring the ocean with Tucker. Tucker! Tucker was still stuck! Inside Tucker!
Remember
Now that
Tucker?
Miriam was friends with Mortimer, she decided that perhaps she could be pleasant about this.
Look, Mortimer, I feel like a real heel of an asking this, a real eel, perhaps.
Miriam used humor to try to soften the blow.
See, you've swallowed a friend of mine. I don't know how else to put it. Would you be so kind as to regurgitate it?
Mortimer acquiesced. However, he did stipulate that there is only one way that whales can throw up.
He's got to climb back up to that blowhole up there, and you have to just just get your little jelly fin in there. Your little, what do you call it? I don't know. I've got fins. You've got tentacles. Just go on in there.
Miriam realized that she was about to tickle a whale. In his blow. Miriam creepy crawled to Mortimer's back, and there she squished all 4 tentacles on his wiggling only as a jellyfish could. And Mortimer began to make sounds. Tucker was free!
What you guys been doing up here, huh?
Miriam told him of their adventures, and she asked if perhaps Mortimer, instead of just having one friend, would now be all right with having 2. And perhaps the 3 of them could travel the ocean together and find more and more new things to discover and more blowholes to tickle. And perhaps this trio could be friends for the rest of the days at the bottom of the sea.
I'm not surprised because these guys have some serious credentials. Anna Cosper studied illustration at CA. Come on, wait, Natalie, what are you doing? What do you mean? Come over here. Come over here. Natalie! Take it there. Other people are feeling sad and alone and they need your hat. You need your hat. Who needs the hat? Look, give it to the give it to the people. Do it again. My bad. You guys are so good. You've already done it. Okay, I'll tell you a stocking. What?
Yeah, we love those stockings.
Okay. Stop the hat from the stocking.
Yay!
I'm missing something important. Okay. So I'll just tell you quickly. Anna Cosper studied illustration at the CABK Art Academy in the Netherlands, where she specialized in stop-motion animation. She animated for television and galleries before becoming involved in theater productions in the Netherlands and abroad. She completed the Unima School for Puppet and Object Theater in Amsterdam in 2008, and she has given workshops in animation and or puppetry in Botswana, Burma, the Netherlands, and the U.S. and Thailand. Jamie Hale is a writer, improviser, and observer of the human experience. He has performed at weddings, cancer wards, and Mormon singles mixers. I bet that gets crowded after a while. He's best known for his role as developmentally disabled groundskeeper Earl Burley Hups in Golf Clap, an improvised episodic long-form performed by University of Maryland's improvisational theater group Erasable Inc. Jess Lee is an improviser about town. Her dad is Terry. He's a very nice. She performs with the Brody Ensemble, which is a really. Have you been to the Brody?
Woo! Yeah.
Go to the Brody. It's so much fun. Okay, she performs with the Brody Ensemble, Administration, Brainwaves, and Vestivus. I have no idea what any of that is, except for the Brody. She also teaches improv, performs sketch comedy, and she eats a lot of food. So do I.